Hi everyone. This week we are starting week 14 and we have our fall break this week, during which time I'm sure you'll be spending time with your immediate family and enjoying some good food and being cozy and comfy. But before we get to that part of the week, we are going to do a little bit of writing. And this week, if we scroll down to week 14, we are actually starting our last labor project in the class, and it is going to be a resume and cover letter project. So let's take a look at the labor number 5 project handout. The labor number 5 project is a resume and cover letter, and it is explained in full for you here in the first couple of pages of the project handout. So for this essay or project, sorry, you have a choice between choosing to write a targeted a targeted resume or a chronological resume and a cover letter. So you'll be choosing one of the two resumes and writing a cover letter. So I've explained a little bit about the differences between targeted essays or targeted resumes, excuse me, and chronological resumes. So I want you to choose the one that makes the most sense for you. And I would like you to create the resume for the company that you explored in labor number 3. So remember labor number 3, we looked at some research or some interview questions, and we researched into a company that we might be potentially interested in working in. So now I want you to imagine that you're actually applying for a job at this company. So you'll choose which resume works best for you, either the targeted or the chronological, and also write a cover letter. So please take the time to review the details about each of these kinds of resumes to make your choice. And I've included details for you about what goes in each section and what each of the what the cover letter looks like as well. So regardless of which type of resume you choose, you will also have to write a cover letter. So what are we doing this week? This week, we are working on which resume works for you and looking at some sample resumes. So I have some reading for you about resumes. I've got a little YouTube video that is about resumes. And then we have a discussion post this week that asks us to look at some sample resumes. And I'm actually looking to you to get the sample resumes. So let's take a look at the week 14 class discussion forum. So what I would like you to do for this discussion is to please find and share a link to an example resume and then discuss the following questions. So what are some of the positive things on the resume? What improvements do you see? If you were hiring for the position, would you interview the person based on the resume? Why or why not? And how does this resume impact your ideas about writing your own? So you are going to find some resume examples for us to look at. So we'll have a whole variety of different kinds of resumes, and we will be able to talk about their strengths and areas for improvement a little bit. So that is due on Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. And of course, then we have our labor log. And if you want to spend a little bit of your holiday time this week working ahead, you can take a look at week 15. This is a quick unit because we are nearing the end of the class, and this is an activity that I think most of us will be somewhat familiar with, and I wanted to be sure that we squeezed it in here because I think it's something that's really valuable for us to talk about in technical writing. So that's what we're doing this week. I also just wanted to remind you that all late, missed, and ignored work is due by Sunday, 12/6 at 11:59 p.m. for credit. I'm asking that we strongly adhere to this deadline so that I can get all of your work scored and give you feedback and get your grades to you in a timely manner. So all late, missed, and ignored work due by 11:59 p.m. Sunday, 12/06 for credit. As always, if you have questions, feel free to drop me an email or pop into our student Zoom hours.